Great style, design, and it's all new? Yeah, right here. Stay right with us. Welcome to Car Coach Reports. I'm Lauren Fix, and this is the 2019 Mazda 3. It comes in sedan or in this very cool 5-door hatchback. Both are exactly the same, except they look different, have different lines, and a whole different style. But the fact is it's all new, and they've really done a great job on updating it in so many different ways. Let's go for a ride. The first impression you get when getting inside the new Mazda 3 is it is completely redesigned. It looks so much better, and I'm really a big fan of the red interior. As you can see, they may have other colors, obviously. They have gray and black, but for me, I think if you're willing to offer a red interior, you're willing to be bold. And Mazda is being very bold, not just with the new design, but also with some of the changes they've made inside the Mazda 3, and that includes adding a lot more safety features. Number one, in front of you, you've got a new steering wheel. I like the controls, really clean, modern, easy to use. You've got your volume on your left side. You've got your cruise control on your right. In front of you, you've got 3 gauge pods, really easy to read. You've got your fuel economy on the left, how much fuel you have on the right. And if you look straight up, thank you, Mazda. You made a real head-up display, because if you're going to do head-up display, make it a real one. I hate those pieces of plastic, so they get a major kudos for that. One of the things they do have is this lane departure warning. Just about everybody's adding it. I find it really interesting. They put the Mazda logo in the center, and the speedometer then changes to this logo that tells you to stay inside your lane, which I find is cool. It shows you to turn the steering wheel and in what direction. Moving over to the center screen in the premium trim level that we're test driving is a good size wide screen with a much improved navigation system and multimedia interface. I have to say, it is thank you for finally improving the dial and getting to everything. It's not old school, and they really needed to upgrade it. It's not as updated as some of the other brands and competitors if you're looking at like Kia and other cars in this category. But it is a huge improvement for Mazda, and I think that may have been a reason some people didn't buy the vehicle, and this will be a reason for them to buy the vehicle. Other features that are standard inside the Mazda 3 is Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, as well as you've got satellite radio, Bluetooth, and they've done a great job, and there is wireless charging in the center console, which is a major plus. Moving further down, this really nicely padded, soft touch, nice stitched center console band. You go further below that and you've got your climate control, pretty standard. Heated seats, 3-stage for both sides. That's excellent. 1 USB connection, a nice little storage bin in front, 2 cup holders. And going further back, you have the Prindle. You have your button on the left, that's a little toggle that goes from sport mode on and off. I think I like it in sport mode, but not every car is great in sport mode, as we've found. You've got your multimedia interface directly behind your shifter lever. You've got park, auto hold, volume, and a star button for your favorites. I will tell you this, when you shut the car off and you put it in park, that it does put on the electric parking brakes. You'll have to shut that off. It's a habit you just get used to. Going back to the armrest in the center, it's soft, it's padded, it's adjustable forward and backward, and underneath is a wireless charging bin. If you don't want to use it for that, you can just put stuff in there. There's additional chargers for USB and your standard outlet. So you're probably saying, so Lauren, how are the seats? Well, the driver's seat is great, very comfortable, and it has lumbar. On the passenger side, there is no adjustments. I'm sorry, Mazda, you have to put in that $30 lumbar. It just makes the most amount of sense. A car that's in that $30,000 category, especially if you're selling it as a premium package, should have lumbar on the passenger side. One negative to note about this car is the back seat is a little bit tighter than that of some of its competitors. So if you're going to have people riding in the back seat on a regular basis, make sure they sit back there. And if you're not really sure, sit back there yourself, because if you're ever going to haul children around or friends and go to dinner, you want to make sure that people can be comfortable in the back seat, and it does seat 5 people. So now that we got through some of the basics of this vehicle, I think what's really important is the drivability. I'm really a fan of the new 2.5-liter Skyactiv engine. It really is an improvement. I currently have it in sport mode. Why not? It doesn't really have that much more get up and go. I think when you put it in sport mode, you're changing your shift points. Now the regular mode is really enough power. A sport mode is more to make you feel like you're driving something a little sportier. But the car looks sporty both outside and inside, and they've done a really nice job redesigning it. I've been a fan of the Mazda product for a long time, and I think it's one of those overlooked brands that a lot of people don't realize what they have to offer, and there's a lot to offer on the Mazda lineup, and that includes a ton of safety features, and I listed them down below so that you would have them. As far as drivability, the Mazda 3 is really fun to drive. It has a spirited feel to it from the beginning. It is not a performance vehicle. It's not meant to be a performance vehicle, but what it does offer is enough get up and go to get out of your own way, which I think is important because so many vehicles out there today just don't have that. So this car really will meet your needs as far as getting on an on-ramp, being able to get out and pass someone. You won't be disappointed. As far as the brakes, they're really good. As to be expected, they're matched and paired well with the performance of this vehicle. One of the things that I noticed, and maybe it's our lovely roads in New York State, is this is a little bit loud inside. My first thought was a window might be down, so I put the window, made sure the windows were up, but it isn't that. I think it's just the insulation factor on this car, or what they call the NVH, is a little bit loud compared to some of its competitors. Now, I don't expect a $30,000 car to have the quietest interior. It is not an Audi A8L, and I get that. However, it should be a little bit quieter, I would think. If you're really into good audio systems, you would be happy with this Bose audio system. It is a premium upgrade, of course, but if you like good sound, you'll be very pleased with that. And yes, that is one way to compensate for the loud noises from our lovely roads. Overall, the Mazda 3 redesign is really impressive. Better performance, better brakes, better handling. Love the interior, and I have to say the styling really makes a big difference because you are what you drive, and you should drive something fun and have a fun red interior like this particular vehicle. If you want to check out the competitors, which we've driven them all, you can check out all of our videos here. You can also subscribe. All the social media is down below, and we do appreciate you watching, and we love your comments. So we'll look forward to chatting with you very soon. Thanks for watching.